Warm alohas from Hawaii. I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School, and I'm here on the beautiful Ka'anapali Beach in West Maui, right in front of the Ka'anapali Ali'i, one of my favorite resorts. Today I'm offering a Yoga for Travelers stretch to get into your upper back, your lower back, all those places that get really stiff when you're traveling, whether you're sitting on a plane, road tripping, just sleeping in a bed that's not your own. Things can get a little tight. So we'll spend some time opening up so that you can enjoy your vacation or simply enjoy a more open feeling body. Let's start today in a child's pose. Your knees can be wider together. Big toes touch. Reach your arms in front and let your forehead relax down to the ground. Allow yourself a moment here to really arrive. And start to tune into your breath. Begin to take slow and steady, deep breaths in and out of your nose. And imagine you could send your breath into your back body, really stretching out your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back with each deep breath in. Next inhale, rise to a tabletop. Place your hands below your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, knees right below your hips. Feel free to move around however you need. Inhale to cow pose, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, send your heart forward, find some length. Exhale to cat, press round, scoop it under. And then move like that with your breath a few times, back and forth, arching and rounding. Come back toward neutral. Tuck your toes under and hover your knees. Find some strength through your core. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your knees down. Come back to the tops of your feet and bring your knees together to touch. As you inhale, extend your right leg straight back behind you like you're stamping your foot into a wall. Lift your low belly, reach your left arm out in front. So you've got opposite arm and leg down, and you can always just do the leg if the arm doesn't feel right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to cactus your elbow out to the side and knee out to the side. So you're taking a little side reach with your elbow and knee. Inhale, extend forward and back. Exhale, bend your elbow and knee to the side. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Come back to extension, inhale. Lower your hand as you exhale, keep your foot lifted, but then cross it over to your left. So it comes to the back left corner of your mat. You can peek over your left shoulder like I'm doing to find some space through your right side. I like to really press through my heel. You might like a little rocking sensation. Stretch the back of your legs. And then bring yourself back to center. Take a moment to reset. That might be sitting back onto your heels, taking a child's pose, rolling your shoulders, rolling your wrists. And we'll find that little flow on the other side. Knees together. This time left leg back, right arm forward. Breathe in here. Exhale, cactus your elbow, knee out to the side. Twice more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, find that little cactus. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to extension, inhale. Lower just your hand as you exhale, cross your foot over to the right. Peek over your right shoulder. Woo-wee, this side is really tight for me. Find movement if you like. Or simply breathe. That's all I got. And then bring it back to center. Tuck your toes, hover your knees once more. Find that nice deep core strength. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower. Back on your heels. Keep to stretch the bottom of your feet. Bring your hands behind your back. Either interlace your fingers or reach for opposite elbows. And begin to lift your chest. Send your hands back at their clasp. Open up through the front of your body, your collarbones, your neck. Maybe look up even a little bit more. And gently release. Hands down. Take your downward facing dog, pedal out through your feet. Get a little movement, a little length through the back side of your body. Bend your knees, breathe in, look to your hands. Exhale, walk your way up to a forward fold and take a ragdoll. Feet at least hip distance apart. Hands reach for opposite elbows. Let your head and neck relax. Really bend your knees so that your belly is draped over your thighs. And your hamstrings aren't pulling too much. You're probably still feeling that, but you're getting a nice stretch through your low back area. I'm going to add in a sway. You can add in any other movement. A nod, yes, of your head. A shadow. Really like the work here. We're not forcing any kind of stretch. We're simply being really safe, allowing. And then hands down. Take a halfway lift. Keep your feet wide. Breathe in. Reach your heart forward. Breathe out. Fold. Walk over to your right. Let your hips lean a little bit left. Center and take it to the other side. Bring yourself back to center. Heel toe your feet in toward each other so they're about hip distance. I'm on sand. It's a little lumpy, so find your spot. Soften your knees, tailbone. We're going to roll to standing so your head is the very last thing to come up. And then when you do arrive, take some shoulder shrugs. Up, back, and inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, side bend. Right hand down your right leg, left arm stretches up and over. And if you prefer hand to hip, like I'm a little teapot style, you can really press your hip out to the side. Bring your arms back to center, breathe in. Take it in the opposite direction. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over, maybe left hand to your left hip. As you next inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest. Breathe in, reach high. Breathe out, hands behind your back again. I'm going to turn so you can see back view. You can stay however you are. So hands can interlace. They're both going to come to your right hip. Right elbow points back. If this doesn't feel right, left hand finds your right elbow crease. And then gently drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So we're stabilizing your left shoulder, finding some space through the left side of your neck and trapezius. You can stay there or gently draw chin towards sternum and then back. Make sure to continue to breathe. Just finding that rhythm that feels right for you. Back to neutral, hands behind you. Again, interlace, or if that doesn't feel good, simply reaching back. Take both hands over to your left hip, hug your left elbow back, or right hand finds your left elbow crease. Drop your left ear to your shoulder, stay long through your right side, breathe here, and or add that movement, chin to sternum, finding a little bit more space. As things feel even, release your grip, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down. Roll your wrists. Inhale, arms to the sky, sweep it high. Exhale, forward folds, take it low. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands down, right foot step back. Right knee down toward your mat, bring both hands to your left side. Lift your belly button to scoop your shoulders, press your hips forward. You can stay with your hands on your thigh, especially if you're feeling your chest, your shoulders, your neck, or you can reach your arms high. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Plant your right paw. Take your left arm to the sky. We're twisting toward your front leg. Slide your shoulders down your back. And slowly release. Left toes forward. Find the breath in to create some length. And then lift your toes. My knee's going to stay bent. I'm feeling pretty tight today. But let your hips melt back as much as possible as your chest reaches forward. Use your breath. So inhale to find length, exhale to find a little depth, whatever that means or feels like. One more breath here. Feels really good to stretch this morning. Hopefully it does for you too. And then simply release your hands down, bend your front knee. We're gonna step right back up to forward fold. Let your head and your neck go. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Again, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. This time, left foot steps back. Lower your left knee down, hands to your right thigh. Lift your chest and then make those little adjustments. We want to think about a stable pelvis that's gently lifting forward versus tipping, kind of collapsing into your low back. So I think of engaging my core, engaging my left glutes for stability, and then gently leaning into the stretch. Breathe here, find your rhythm. Maybe your arms go high. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Take that little twist, left hand down, right arm up. Hug your shoulder blades together, open your chest. Notice where you feel this and where you can send more breath. Release your hand down. We'll take our little half splits, hamstring stretch. Crawl your right toes a little forward. Lift your toes, shift your hips back. Remember, you can keep your right knee as bent as you like. If it feels too much to have your hands down, you can always bring your hands to your hips and start to fold over. Find some length as you breathe in, and then gentle depth as you breathe out, whatever that means for you today. And every day is different, especially when we're traveling. Bodies react differently, or in new places. I've gone through a lot. So give yourself some grace and some space to simply notice. One more breath in. Breathe it out. Rebend into your front knee. Plant your palms, lift your back knee, step it up. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, maybe as wide as your mat if you're on one or a towel like me. Lift a little bit, find length, breathe in, and then we're gonna sink into a Malasana squat, heels in, toes out. And this might look more like a chair for you. I'm gonna adjust here. Hands to heart, lengthen your spine. Let breath move into those places that are feeling tight. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Let's find a seat. Bottom soles of your feet together for a butterfly, cobbler's pose. Lift your heart and then gently fold. And this might feel better with a flat back. It also might feel nice to round, so feel free to explore. As I'm rounding, I'm finding a little bit more space around my low back and around my neck. As I take a flat back, I feel it primarily in my low back. Your experience will be different. Slowly lift yourself up. Legs can stay the same. You can extend them out. We're going to take a little eagle arms wide, breathe in. Exhale, one arm below the other. Find opposite shoulders like you're giving yourself a big bear hug, or connect your palms. And then a little bit of movement. And I'm feeling like extending my legs. Round it forward, lift it up. Some circles. You can also do this on your knees, standing if it doesn't feel good seated. Just getting a last little stretch through your upper back. Switch arms go wide, and then opposite arm comes on top. Bear hug or connect your hands. Explore how that feels. Round it, roll it, move it around. And when that's enough, let it go. Shake out your arms, roll your arms. We're gonna come all the way down to our backs. So do what you need to do to get there. Adjust your lumpy towel. Find a bridge pose. Hands by your sides, knees point up to the sky. Depending on the length of your legs and how you're setting up, you might be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. Otherwise, think about your ankles stacking below your knees and just feel that or visualize that in space, even if you can't see what that looks like. Try to keep your head stable, press through your feet, lift your hips. Breathe into the front of your body. Option to keep your palms flat. Option to take what I call robot arms, really press your elbows in, hands come up, like your palms are facing your sides, or you can interlace your fingers and try to shimmy your shoulders together to find even more length. I'm really pressing into my heels to turn on my glutes and hamstrings, and I'm really reaching forward through my knees to find space through the front line of my body. Quadriceps, hip flexors, belly, chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. If you have it, lower yourself down. Take your feet wide, windshield wiper your knees side to side. And come back to neutral. Figure 4, left ankle over your right thigh. You can stay and gently press your thigh away with your left hand. You can in. Just try to keep your spine long, your head and neck relaxed. Continue to breathe. Just like the constant sound of the waves you might hear by me, think of your breath as this constant flow in, flow out. Release your grip. Keep your figure 4. Your foot is lifted, lower it down. We're all going to meet here. Let everything fall to your right. So it's kind of like a twisted figure 4. Left knee is pointing up. You can look over to your left. If you want, with your right hand, find your left ankle and pull it a little bit closer to your body. For me, that it just intensifies things a bit. And then we're going to come back to center. Uncross your ankle. Windshield wiper again to reset. Feet wide, knees sway side to side. Adjust as you need. Right ankle over your left thigh. Stay here. Press your thigh away if you like, or hug. Notice where your mind goes and let it come back to wherever you are, what you're doing right now, and or the sound and rhythm of your breath. If your foot is lifted, really threaded, let them go. Keep your 4, let everything fall. This time, you can look over to your right. Maybe find your left ankle. One side always feels really different in my body. Or I guess the two sides different. One side always feels good. One side doesn't feel so great. So I'm just going to breathe. And as things feel even right and left, release back to center. A last windshield wiper. I'm going to take a final shape of happy baby. You're welcome to take anything else your body is requesting. Up a little stillness. Lying down in traditional Shavasana, seated, wherever you can pause. It's easy to get caught up in that go, go, go energy of traveling. around different people, going from place to place. Really allow yourself to ground and arrive, whether you're back home or at your destination for a trip. Coming back to your body can really feel like a place of rootedness, a place and sense of groundedness amidst the chaos. Please feel free to stay a little bit longer if you'd like some more time, or begin to invite movement back into your body, little wiggles and stretches. We'll meet in a seated position, however you want to get there, and whatever you want that to look like or feel like. Allow your spine to be long, your eyes to be soft or closed. Find a sense of gratitude for wherever you are right now, for yourself, for taking the time to move and to breathe. I'm grateful for you all for always showing up, supporting, and sharing this yoga practice. We'll bring our palms together in front of our hearts and bow our heads together in silence. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, safe travels wherever you are, wherever you're going, and don't be a stranger. Subscribe, comment, like, share your requests with me, and check out the new YouTube membership. I'd love to connect even more. I'll see you soon.